So this tutorial is called How to Make a Clip Mask in Illustrator, and it follows on from the typographic portrait tutorial from Photoshop. So that's how I've used the image that I created in that tutorial, and I've just clip and masked it into a very simple R for Rihanna. So I'm just going to delete that and start again, show you how to do it. The first thing that you need to do is actually to get your image, which will need to have been saved as a JPEG. So File, Place, find your image and place that into your document. If you don't do that, the clip and mask will not work, so you need to make sure that you do the proper method. Then I'm going to simply write the letter R in black. I've chosen Rockwell Extra Bold as my font, and just regular, and I'm just basically going to massively resize that until it's the size that I think is appropriate. Obviously it's difficult with the shape of the letter R to actually get it to fit her face, so I mean you may be lucky because you may not have that as your letter to use. And actually I'm going to stretch the letter down so that I can have a bit more of the image actually featured as well. Like that, I think. Then what you need to do is you need to go to Object, Flatten Transparency, and this one won't be checked, and you need to make sure that you do check that box to say Convert all text to outlines, and that will turn your letter R from a font into a shape like that. And now you can see all the little blue dots around the outside to indicate that is a shape. And then with that one sitting above the picture and then holding down Shift, select the image underneath. You can then go to Object, Clipping Mask, Make, and your image should magically appear inside your clipping mask. If you decide that you've done that wrong, it's quite easy to undo that. If you wanted to edit it, you can go to Object, Clipping Mask, Release to get rid of the image and start again. And also, if you find that your Illustrator is not responding, you may have to go to Compound Path Release before you turn your letter into the clipping mask. But since this has worked fine, we're going to leave it. I'm then going to add just a very simple drop shadow to complete the effect. So I'm going to go to Effect, Stylize, Drop Shadow, click on Preview to make sure that I can see what I'm doing, and I've just set this on quite a low opacity because I didn't want it to be too dark. So I put it on 35, offset 0.25, 0.25 and 0.18 for the blur, but obviously you can change the colour and things here if you wanted to by double clicking on the colour. And that's that, which I think is quite a nice little technique to have learned for this project.